I have proof that Santa Claus doesn't exist, and he doesn't live in the North Pole, he lives in Croydon. Because I followed him home and slept in his bin.
Can you take your hood off, please?
Why? It's my 5G shield. Are you the police or something? My name's Hazel Raisin, and I don't believe in Santa Claus. I'm what you might call a Santa skeptic or a Christmas truther.
How did you become a Santa skeptic?
I was getting my last bits of Christmas shopping when I saw Santa stood there with a collection bucket. He was raising money for a homeless shelter, right? I ran up to him. I said, Santa, what are you doing here? Do you know what I mean? Because I'm thinking, shouldn't he be getting ready for Christmas? He said to me, laughing at the time, the elves were taking care of it. I wasn't laughing, because I've got nephews, mate. I've got nephews at home waiting for their presents. If they don't get their presents, there's going to be hell to pay. Now is when something mad, like truly bizarre happened, yeah? Like walking on the other side of the street was another Santa. 2 Santas, mate. And I was like, what? There's only one Santa, right? And then it hit me. Santa cloned himself, like Saddam Hussein, or what's his name? Noel Edmonds. That was the beginning for me of my journey to unearth the truth. I just looked at it a little bit deeper, didn't I? And it all made sense. There are literally hundreds of kids in the world, yeah? That's thousands of presents, yeah? All delivered in one night by one man. That's no chance, mate. I don't have Christmas trees, right? Do you know why? I have a mop that I lean up against the wall because Christmas trees are 5G transmitters. They emit these like gamma rays that make dogs go bold. But I decided to follow one of these Santa's home, right? Do you think he lived in the North Pole? No, he didn't. He lived in Croydon, in a 2-bed flat with a staff called Rudolph. I watched through his window, right, as he took his beard off. Yeah, his beard isn't real. It came off, mate. He was a skinny, bald man that looked nothing like Santa. He couldn't have been a clone, could he? Mate, I was fuming. So anyway, right, to get to the bottom of this, I decided to sleep in his bin. 3 weeks later, I hadn't really found much out. Not even sure if it was his bin, but I got what I needed to know.
So what did you do with this new information?
I went straight to the authorities, didn't I? First the post office, then the police, then Greg's, with all the evidence that there were criminals stealing Santa Claus's identity and they didn't want to know. That's when I realised that this went to the top, mate. We're talking Joe Biden, FBI, CIA, that woman from Location Times 3. She's blocked me.
Do you have any evidence to back up your claims?
Look, right, Santa has a glass of sherry at every house he goes to. You telling me that a man that's drunk over 1 billion sherries in 24 hours is going to be sober enough to drive a flying sleigh? It's not going to happen. He comes down a chimney. I live in a new build. I don't have a chimney. How's he getting in? He's got to ring the buzzer. He's got to go up the lift. He's losing valuable minutes. I did a calculation, right? With an average of 2.5 children per household, Santa will need to make 640 million stops on Christmas Eve. That would be really hard. Doubt he can even get a reindeer to go that fast. He's bollocks, mate. He has his elves working round the clock making what, toys and that. Are you telling me that they're making PlayStations with hammers, are they? Because all you see, isn't it? Pictures and videos of them banging away. Wake up! Do you know what the worst part was? They all knew, didn't they? My mum, my dad, my sisters, they all knew. All of them were in on it. I'm 34 years old, mate. My entire childhood was a lie. All of it. Those Christmases putting up stockings, helping my mum and dad bake pasta for Santa. Oh, look, Santa's been. No, he hasn't. He hasn't been, has he? I haven't spoken to my parents since. They reached out to me and that, but I am not ready. I mean, how do you do that to your own child? Do you know what I mean? It's broke my heart, mate.